So let us cover here the next title. This title is Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom. It is focused on the United Kingdom and the United States in the Second World War. You can see here a recommendation. They recommend Strategic Mind Spirit of Liberty, which is a history-driven turn-based strategy set in the World War II, leading the scarce Finnish forces through the Winter War, Continuation War, and Lapland War. Here we have the Fight for Freedom, which is the title that we have in this video. So it is the history-driven turn-based strategy set in the World War II period. It offers refined wargame mechanics, story-rich gameplay, and modern 3D graphics. We are going to lead the Allies troops in 2 campaigns, defending your homeland and freeing the European continent. This is the one that we covered in the previous video. This is Blitzkrieg, which is the German armed forces overcoming the unthinkable odds and claiming the ultimate victory in Europe. This was the Spanish Civil War. And here we have Strategic Mind the Pacific, which it doesn't have any demo. And it is a turn-based strategy in the Pacific Ocean with mind-blowing historical accuracy and attention to detail, 2 sides, 2 commanders, and 2 destinies. We're going to hit new game here.
The best diplomatic efforts of the Western powers could not stop Hitler's growing ambitions and only ignited his hunger for more conquests. Poland was invaded by the German army, and it is time for the United Kingdom to declare war on Germany and intervene. There is no solidarity in the ruling bodies, as many are still reluctant to enter the war for the sake of Poland. Yet, shrewd statesmen already see that there is no room left for the political negotiations. From now on, the only valid argument is military strength. You will take the role of Sir Harold Alexander, an experienced and talented British commander. Your task is to get the most out of every situation and lead the British troops to their ultimate victory, however far it may seem. His Majesty King George VI, the Prime Minister Winston Churchill, and the British people have put their trust and their hopes in you. Do not let them down, Sir Harold.
So that's the intro for the United Kingdom campaign. As you can see, we have here the general that we're going to be commanding, the hero. And then here we have the United States American campaign. So let's hear about it.
As Europe burns, the New World has finally come to rescue the old. After victories in North Africa and Italy, the Allies are bringing the full might of the U.S. Army to Europe, intent on ending the threat of Nazism once and for all. With the Allies invading from the west and the Red Army pushing from the east, the German army is caught between a rock and a hard place. But the cornered enemy is always the most dangerous one. You will take the role of Supreme Allied Commander Dwight Eisenhower, and although the war is in its last stages, you will have your hands full. The desperate Germans still have plenty of tricks up their sleeves. Generals Montgomery and Patton are at each other's throats. The Soviets have their own agenda, and back in America, a terrible new weapon is being developed, bound to change the course of history. Keep your faith staunch and your arms resolute. Great battles lie ahead. Godspeed, General Eisenhower.
Okay, this is the intro for the United States. We're going to start with UK.
The best diplomatic efforts of the Western powers could not...
So much for efforts to appease Hitler. It took those dreamers of the Parliament long enough to realize dictators only understand overwhelming power.
Well, my troops are ready and eager to drive the Germans back into Germany.
I wish the French were also ready. I've seen their frontline troops. They're more rabble than an army.
Still, we have more than enough forces to throw the Germans back into their barracks before Poland is overrun. The Siegfried Line won't stop us. It's both unfinished and undermanned.
Our politicians disagree. They declared war on Germany, but it seems like they expect Hitler to back off because of some harsh words.
I take it Prime Minister Chamberlain won't authorize an offensive operation?
He won't. I will get him to come around eventually, but we'll lose precious time while he dithers and dallies.
How much more time does he want? If the French and the British don't strike now, Poland is doomed. Along with their hopes of resolving this war quickly.
I'm telling you, the French are not ready to strike. And I won't risk our expeditionary force all by itself.
If the French aren't ready now, they won't be any more ready in a year. They'll learn to fight once they get into action. We must strike now when the German defenses are weak.
That is true, but I won't waste my men's lives. Brooke is right. We need a clear plan.
Finally, a measured opinion. The situation is anything but clear. Gentlemen, any ideas on how we tackle this operation? General Alexander, Prime Minister Chamberlain was against our involvement in the Saar offensive, but I managed to convince him this would show our solidarity with the French in our willingness to take decisive action. Nonetheless, keep in mind that this is chiefly a French affair. Avoid pointless heroics and try to keep our troops unharmed. Your main task here will be to capture a lodgment for a continued offensive. Capture the picket at the German border and the city of Hornbach.
Understood, sir. We'll begin immediately.
General Alexander, our forward units report numerous minefields around enemy positions.
Would have been odd if there weren't. Tell the field commanders to keep their eyes peeled and send the sappers in if there's so much as a whiff of a mine ahead. We need those minefields cleared before we start maneuvering.
So we have primary objectives: capture the border settlements. This one here. Utvillier, second objective: avoid high losses. And the minefields. We have minefields here. Okay. So what do we got?
The forces are comprised of both core and non-core units. Core unit strength indicator is green and round shaped, and for non-core units it is yellow and hexagon shaped. Non-core units are allocated for one mission only, while the core units will accompany you throughout the campaign. You will be able to level them up and provide them with new equipment. These units are the ones which should be under your primary protection.
Okay. We have a Recon. We got a tank, which is a cruiser. One anti-air. 175 millimeters, 1933. Regulars.
Ammunition and fuel icons next to unit strength will allow you to quickly get important information about it. If the unit is still able to move during the current turn, the canister icon will be green. If it can no longer move, the icon will be gray. Likewise, the ammunition icon shows whether the unit is attacked this turn. If the unit is low on ammunition or fuel, the corresponding icon is yellow. It becomes red once the unit has run out of it completely.
One fighter. And one Bristol bomber. Let's grab the bomber.
Reconnaissance is extremely important in an offensive, since it provides you with full intelligence information regarding the presence of enemy forces, thus making your attack more effective. A reconnaissance unit can move several times per turn, as long as it has move points left. Once the reconnaissance unit notices the enemy, it automatically stops and they can move again. If an enemy surrenders to your reconnaissance unit, it gains full information about all the enemy units nearby.
So we got a German troops here.
Tactical bombers are flying artillery and a great tool for wreaking havoc on any enemy troops. although you have to be careful of the anti-aircraft units Overwatch and fire support. It is better to scout the enemy positions before sending in bombers. Do not leave your tactical bombers without protection. Remember, they are a prime target for enemy fighter planes. Tanks are ideal for a rapid offensive in open terrain. However, they are vulnerable in close quarters to the infantry units in difficult terrain, such as cities, mountains, forests, swamps, shallows, and well-entrenched infantry units.
Greetings, General Alexander. An MI6 agent contacted me recently and mentioned that a shipment of machine guns has just been transferred to a warehouse in Walsheim. I believe a small detour is now in order.
According to the plan, Walsheim is to be captured by the French. But then, if we're in a position to get there first, what's the harm? One cannot tell these German names from each other. Mistakes are bound to be made. Thank you, General Menzies.
Interesting. You can shoot from here, which is fantastic. You're gonna use
Fighter
the
planes
fighter.
are vital for gaining air superiority. Keep your fighters close to Allied aircraft you want to protect, and they will provide fire support. Fighters are able to attack ground targets, although with low efficiency. They can use the Overwatch breakthrough skill to counter enemy anti-aircraft fire and clear the way for tactical bombers.
We almost shut this down.
Artillery is the basis of the firepower of your forces. It can weaken enemy fortifications to allow your troops to attack without heavy losses. It is also good for defense, as it provides fire support to the ground units within its range. However, its main strength is its long firing range, which allows you to destroy the enemy troops from afar. Remember though, artillery is vulnerable to aircraft attacks and in close combat, so it needs to be protected.
General Alexander, I am sending you more reinforcements as we speak. The Matilda II heavy tanks, among others. Try to keep them where they can maneuver, and no enemy weapon will pierce their armor.
This is a pretty strong one. We have two Matildas.
anti-aircraft unit is a powerful and versatile weapon. Its main purpose is to protect your forces from enemy aircraft by overwatch, fire support, and direct attack of the enemy. However, it can also effectively combat ground units. Large caliber anti-aircraft artillery is a good weapon for destroying enemy tanks.
Takes a lot of time. Let's land the planes. Where's the other one?
You have selected an entrenched unit. When a ground unit finishes its turn while still being able to move, it gains 1 level of entrenchment. The unit can have up to 6 levels of entrenchment. Each level of entrenchment increases all defenses by 1. The unit loses all levels of entrenchment when it moves. Naval and aircraft units cannot gain entrenchment. Each attack against an entrenched unit reduces the entrenchment level by 1.
Oh, there are mines here. Just didn't mind them. That's good.
Your unit has been withdrawn from a supply zone. The delivery of supplies to the unit has been stopped. The supply zone is marked with a white box symbol in the upper corner of each hexagon while the unit is selected.
I'm gonna try to approach here. Can only be deployed in a railroad station here.
Infantry is good for assaulting the enemy positions after the artillery and air bombardment. It is also the best unit for storming cities, mountains, forests, and well-entrenched positions. A well-entrenched infantry is a
I'll be damned. The French have taken Walsheim before us.
By Jove, Bernard, what were you thinking? Losing a race to the French.
Come on. Okay. First is this one. Gotta bring this one here. So a little bit of entrenchment there. Now the plains. Gonna deal with this one first, but we have an enemy plane over here. It's time to use the fighter. He's down. Excellent. Now we can send the bomber. Gotta bombard this one. This thing is entrenched. Gonna get closer. This is the edge of the map, as you can see.
This unit has heavy equipment. Units with heavy equipment cannot move if they do not have ground transport. Additionally, they cannot board air transport and can only disembark from naval transport at a seaport. All city, forest, and mountain terrain offer much better protection from enemy attacks.
His Majesty's forces are now in control of the German border outposts. I have to say the Germans don't seem too eager to resist. Most of their forces are still in the rear.
I don't like this. Keep your wits about you. There must be a reason the Germans are stalling. I'm sure they have a cunning plan. They should, for their own sake. Now, you must capture the airfield in Breitfort. Do this, and we'll be able to reinforce you with some aviation.
Understood, sir. We're on the move.
Do we have an airfield here? Look at this. Forts. These are enemy forts in here. There's no airfield here. Can still move here. Oh, and I can send this guy here. I'm gonna unload it here. Having the French attacking that place is good. Did we receive new troops? I don't think so. So I'm going to get close in here. We see some enemies. Gonna push here. Okay, we have to bombard, right? Let's go ahead and do that. Where's the other one? We have enough fuel. It's not going to work, so I'm going to send it back. Okay. Do we... No, we can't. I think I can destroy this thing. I can attack... there are mines here. I can attack this with this. I'm going to use that. Let's bring... Oh, this guy, I need to move it here. Start moving this. And the tanks.
Be careful when you send your tanks into city, mountain, and forest terrain.
I'm just positioning them because I need this one here, this one over here. Man, the French are pounding there. We still need to capture this city after this. Before this. But it's good that the French are doing their work here.
Beware the fire support of the enemy artillery if you attack enemy troops with an artillery unit nearby.
Very, very good music, very nice. I am enjoying it.
Most of the minefields have been cleared, General.
Good work. Credit to our sappers.
Okay, perfect. I didn't got the actual mechanics behind this. It says 16 turns of 21, so that means that because it was a little bit confusing in the previous video when I was trying to beat or trying to achieve the victories, the victory conditions of the Spanish Civil War. It was telling me about something 24 hours, but I was not getting the passage of time here. It's a little bit confusing. If someone can tell me what the hell is going on with the passage of time, I'll be happy. Oh, it's because it's night. It was a waste of ammunition. Okay, never mind. We're positioned in a place where we can continue getting resupplies. Okay. So let's position these guys here. Let's bombard again. It's not going to do anything. So I'm sending this guy to the airfield. This Bokveiler, and this is the Breitvoort airfield is the one that we have to capture here. Oh, the French are already here, so we need to push forward here. I think we're going to use... It's not going to work. I'll send troops here. Okay, let's bring this into this forest. We got something here. Let's pass here. This is what rough terrain.
Anti-tank artillery is effective against tanks and other hard targets. Your best tactic when using anti-tank artillery is to position it next to your other forces to provide them with fire support versus attacks from enemy tanks.
I was not aware about that. They took the airfield. It was the French. Does that count in our victory conditions? And they took that.
We took the Brightfoot airfield, General Brooke.
Splendid. The reinforcements are on their way. As promised, I have dispatched some aviation to strengthen your troops. Your next target is to approach the Siegfried Line by capturing the key points close to it. The cities of Rubenheim, Mandelbachtal, Ormesheim, and Hallberg.
Wow, okay. Now we have a lot to think. Okay, we have fighters here. This is already okay, this is already taken. I'm going to bombard here. I don't know what we're going to find there, but I'm going to do that either way. Nothing to be afraid. Just infantry. Okay. Sending the troops. Sending the planes.
Watch out, it's anti-aircraft overwatch fire. It is costly to attack the enemy positions protected by anti-aircraft units. Try making a preliminary attack on the enemy anti-aircraft units to disable their overwatch ability before sending any aircraft squadrons to engage them.
Yeah, an 88. Let's land here. Okay, let's send this here. What can we do here? Where's the other one? Fantastic. Let's push in here. That's just an anti-tank. But it worked.
Heavily armored unit. These units with the heavy armor skill cannot be damaged by ground or naval units with less than 10 base heart attack. Bonuses do not count. Heavily armored units are great for breaking through the enemy's defenses once all the powerful guns are taken out. Note that the infantry can damage the heavily armored units, but only in close quarters. In other words, only in difficult terrain.
Ooh, we have German tanks here entrenched. That is bad. Okay. Need to move that guy from there. Are they regaining control of that place? We cannot pass through that marsh. We will have to fight in the city. Okay.
General Alexander, the Germans are counterattacking. Looks like they've found their fighting spirit at last. Requesting permission to break some teeth.
Make it so,
You can
Montgomery.
do it.
Remind the Germans of the fear we put in their grandfathers back in 1918.
Okay, I'm bringing this. Let's see. Where are the planes? Bomber here that is about to be broken. This German. I need to attack. Is it possible to do that? I don't think so. I'm bringing this guy here. What is he doing? Okay, go there. Shall we? Shall we attack there? Yes, I think. Gonna move here. We're taking this back. So what we're doing here, pushing through here. Okay. Let's see if I can, in a way, that's the Rican, right?
Fuel tanks are almost empty. If the unit is within the supply zone, fuel will be resupplied at the end of turn.
Okay. We need to bomb this. Just a little help. A little help for the French. Did they fail the aircraft? So if they capture it, it's the same thing. We're capturing it as well. It's cooperative in between me and the French. Okay, now it's at night. I have to return here. Let's land here. So it only refuels at the end of the day. It doesn't reinforce unless you click the button to reinforce. So we send as well. All of this. This bomber as well. I want all of them here. I'm staying here. It's night, that's the reason. The penalties in night are so harsh. Night penalties, very, very harsh. Ah, we have that. I can shoot them. Good hit. I have the anti-air, but I don't need it. Okay. Let's see. Let's bring the tanks. Closer. Recon unit. I want to recon here. There's nothing here? Wow. This thing we need to destroy. Okay. Let's place this one here. There we go.
We fended off the German counterattack. What joy! I feel 20 years younger.
That was some fine soldiering, Bernard. Keep at it.
It's a little bit fun to do it. Quite fun. Okay, I think we can take the planes, and I will reinforce them. 2 bombarders. I'm going straight in here. I need to bombard this thing. Yeah, it's going to be stopped in the middle of the flight. I think that's it. You can't shoot. Oh, he managed. But I hit him either way. Okay, let's do this. No fuel, I think. Okay.
This unit is on the verge of defeat. Send the unit to the service zone where it can be reinforced. The service zone
Okay.
is a 1 hex range around an infrastructure.
Hey, we're not kidding here. What did they destroyed? We're allowed just to lose 3 units. Okay. Still, I need to destroy this. Come on. Want to get near. Can we? Yeah, I can do that.
Our aircraft can now use
Yes.
this airfield.
Oh, we have another one here. God damn it. Gonna use the infantry here. And now the tanks. I have too many mines in here. More mines in here? Okay. Still have this. That's it. Yeah, it's confirmed. We have seized the victory hexes here. Finally. Go back. Let's bombard here. But it's night. Cannot do too much harm. Perhaps this guy can do harm? No, he can't. Let's just recon here. What is this? Recon by fire. Okay. Recon by fire. Let's go back. This is not ours. You can see the planes here, very nice. Okay. We advance here. Oh, there's some mines here, so we're going down through this path. We're getting around. What is this? Oh, mines, yeah. Here we go. Okay, don't be silly. They captured it? Does that mean that they have captured all my aircrafts? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. So I have lost all my aircrafts in one single movement. I hope to regain control over them.
How goes our offensive?
It's a bloody mess, General Brooke. We've taken heavy losses. The Germans might be few, but they are dug in and tenacious.
General, the war has yet to start properly, and our military is already taking losses. When the public comes asking who is responsible, you are on your own.
Yeah. Gotta take that. No line of sight. Have we regained control over them? Hopefully. Let's see. No, we don't. I saw them here. It's weird. Once lost, there's nothing else to do. Why can't reach here? Gonna go here. This gotta be it.
All the regional key points have been captured, General Brooke. My forces are at the Siegfried Line.
Good work, General. Can't say the same about our allies, bless their souls. The French have taken a bad walloping at the Warned Forest, and during their advance north of Bleebrook. Doesn't look like there's much fight left in them now. Orders from up top are to dig in and await further instruction. General Alexander, your leadership at Saarland was downright exemplary. However, the political climate in Europe is getting more volatile by the day, and we have to cooperate closely with the French. They insist that we dig in, so there will be no further offensive action at Saarland.
Oh, we gain golden victory.
Gentlemen, how would you evaluate the outcome of the Saar offensive?
We have achieved all of our objectives. I deem this operation a success.
But did we go far enough? Why did we not capitalize on our advance? We could have kept the pressure on the Germans. Instead, we retreated.
Prime Minister Chamberlain was hoping for a diplomatic solution. He wanted to use the Germans as a weapon against the USSR. My attempts to convince him otherwise bore no fruit. He has made a mistake. You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth.
Well, the partition of Poland has shown us the Soviets' true colors.
Indeed, the USSR has revealed itself to be another great predator of this continent.
And all the while the army is in decay. There's nothing worse for a fighting man than a long absence of action.
Perhaps. But the conditions are not there for a successful offensive in Europe. Our troops are insufficient. Our communication with the French is far from perfect. The only rational move is to strengthen our defenses and prepare for the worst.
That's not very optimistic, is it? Are you suggesting we sit and wait, and give the Germans even more time to prepare an attack against France?
Consider the alternative. Should we throw our troops into a European meat grinder like 30 years ago? No, sir. I must recommend we sit and we wait.
Okay, interesting. This is the first time that I managed to reach to this point. Campaign map here. We have all of these skills in here. I have 19 combat command points per turn. I'm gonna learn this one. All self-propelled units gain an additional equipment. Artillery is available to fire for the second time. Let's do it. Oh, it's on the victory points. Where are they? This one? Okay. So if I click here, you can see units. I can level up units. Equipment. Do the same thing as we did before, but in here.
Our inability to use land-based aviation puts a severe limit on our combat might. Our first order of the day should be to capture an airfield. For that, we'll need infantry. Only our troopers can land outside a port and maneuver to capture the enemy infrastructure. Of course, that means we can't weigh our troopers down with heavy equipment or land transport.
Good. So we can go here. Start operations. Cannot go further in the demo. But it's nice to have the fact that you have the campaign map can change difficulty here, I believe. Yeah, of course. And yeah, just doing the stuff, showing us what we can do. I think this is just like an advice for the campaign and stuff like that. So yeah, let's retire here. So guys, thank you for watching. This was yet another video in this franchise Strategic Mind Fight for Freedom. And in the next video, we're going to test the American faction. Stay tuned. This was Victor. See you in the next one.